Okay, pastors and ministry leaders, in this sketch, I want to talk about pastoral priority. Here's the point. Even Jesus made time for the most basic task of every Christ follower. In ministry, I know it's hard. For me, as a busy pastor, it's easy to get busy doing things that we feel like we need to be doing for the sake of the church or the ministry. We end up putting fires out. We end up running around, being busy with meetings and busy with preparation and just busy, right? And it's easy to lose sight of the priority that we should have as pastors. So let's break it down into some of the basic things that Jesus was busy doing. First of all, he did a lot of preaching, obviously. He had to get the truth out there, Matthew 5 through 7, the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 9. You can come up with some of the other examples that you have for preaching. Jesus did a lot of preaching. That is for sure. That was one of his main tasks. You might have to do preaching in your pastoral ministry, and that's good. It's important. Do it and do it well. Here's a second thing that Jesus did that was really more of a personal discipline, and that's just prayer. Mark 1, Luke 5. In your own life, in your own ministry, I hope that you prioritize prayer. I know for me, sometimes this is the hardest thing to do, depending on your personality, your makeup. A lot of pastors and ministry leaders are driven people. And so that's why prayer is hard for me to prioritize. But I have to remember Jesus made it a priority, and we should also make it a priority. But this third thing, and this is the thing that I think most pastors and most ministry leaders miss, but even Jesus didn't miss this. And this is actually the point of this particular video, is disciple making. Jesus, as busy as he was, Jesus still made time for the most basic task of every follower of Jesus. He came to tell us, his followers, to go make disciples. And so he wasn't going to not do that same thing. So he made disciples. He spent a lot of time with the 12, probably more than anything else. This is what he did. He invested in them, and then he trained them to go do it for somebody else. So disciple making is the most basic task of every follower of Jesus. Pastors, I hope that you would really pray about this. Consider this. Do you make disciples personally? Now, if you need to learn more about how to make disciples, you can learn about that on our website. It's a super simple, reproducible way for making disciples. But this thing is for sure. If you're in ministry, you should make disciples. That should be one of your priorities every single week. And then it'll become a priority of the people in your ministry.